Hello, Banda.
So Sakurai, Zen, and Yuri are all at dinner with Sakurai's friend.
Okay.
Now, assuming that he knows all of them equally, who would he embarrass the most first, and how would he do it?
I wish Ian Sinclair was here to answer that question. Who here has seen MMO Junkie? Recovery of an MMO Junkie. Oh, the rest of you have homework. Everybody, go now. I don't care. Leave the panel. Go to Crunchyroll. Go to Funimation. Like, people started leaving. I love it. Check out, like, for me, MMO Junkie was a show that, out of all the slice of life, or slife, as I call them, eyebrow wiggle, of all the slices that I've worked on over the years, this was the first one that I was just like, oh my god, this is me. Like, Sakurai is me. Like, it's like none of the kids are, like, none of them are in high school or anything. They're all working adults. I think, like, Morioka's in her 30s. Sakurai, I think, is close to 30 or something. And they've both been playing MMOs for a long time. And that's part of their social life, really. And it's like, that's me. Like, I am Sakurai in so many ways. I actually have a character named Lily on Final Fantasy Online. And that's what I used to play that. So, I think Ian's character, if he knew all three of them, you said it was if Banva, Yuri, Zen, and Sakurai. Okay. I think he would still embarrass Sakurai the easiest, I think, just because he knows him so well. Are they playing Duel of the Fates? They are playing Duel of the Fates. All right. Yeah, he would definitely, I think, embarrass Sakurai the easiest and the most. Just by calling him, oh, Sakurai-chan, or whatever he would do. He's ridiculous in that role. I think that is my favorite Ian role I've ever gotten to play off of, because he was just so freaking funny. And I want that cheeseburger pillow that he has in that one episode in his apartment. It was just like, where do I get this? I need it in my life. Of course, my dog will eat it the moment it gets home. Other question? Right back on over here. Guys, they're doing all the work.
So, you said it was your first time in England.
Say what?
You said it was your first time in England?
Yes.
What's the strangest thing you've seen or heard while being here?
I don't understand why y'all's Dr. Pepper is so terrible. No, I don't get it. Well, I there's something about it. It doesn't have one of the flavors. Like, there's just something. Here's the deal. I only know this because I'm a Dr. Pepper purist, and I grew up 20 minutes from where Dr. Pepper is made. Nice. Show it to the class. Actually, can I see the bottle for a sec? I think I know what the issue is, and it's because I'm a fat American. Yeah, y'all use a lot less sugar than we do. For everything, though. But that's the thing. I hear that every time someone from the UK or just anywhere in Europe comes over to the States, they're like, how much sugar in everything? Your bread, like our bread apparently tastes like cake to a lot of people. Because, because we put sugar in everything. And if it's not sugar, it's high fructose corn syrup, which might as well be sugar. And then the rest of us are going, why am I so fat? I don't get it. But here's the deal. I'm all for less sugar and stuff, but not Dr. Pepper. That's part of it. In fact, like the original recipe of Dr. Pepper, I'm giving you a history lesson right now. The original recipe of Dr. Pepper is now known as Dublin Dr. Pepper, which Dublin, Texas is where it was officially made. And the reason why the sugar is such an integral part is because when they first made it, they made it because Dublin is very near a big college town in Texas. They made it for the college students there, and they had a recipe called 10-2-4. And that meant you drank one at 10 p.m., one at 2 a.m., and one at 4 a.m., and the amount of sugar and caffeine, which are now illegal amounts in the States, would get you through the whole night of studying or gaming or whatever. So so tasting Dr. Pepper without that sugar punch to it just doesn't feel right. It feels like a sin. Yes, here we go. Did I answer your question? Okay. What's up, Yurio? I love that you added the cat ears, by the way.
Thank you.
It's perfect.
Okay, so I've got a question for Yurio.
For Yuri? Yeah, what's up?
Would you...
That's what Arrow says to me. There's Yuri's voice. Hi.
So, it's a choice.
Okay.
Would you rather never win a gold medal and have Yurio as your friend, or win a gold medal and never see Yurio?
Win a gold medal and
right
never
answer.
see Yurio. I've got my Bay. I've got Victor. Why do I need Yurio? I'll adopt you. It's okay. No. You're the first Yurio that I've talked to in like half a year that wasn't like, no, that was like, that you don't want Victor and Yuri to adopt him.
They want to do restraining order.
Uh-huh.
You didn't read it, it's fine,
Awesome. It's amazing. I love it. I love the fandom. Like, just the stories that take place outside of it. I love it. Other questions? Yes. You haven't asked me yet, and then we'll get him. This young lady here. Look, hand it to her first. Yes.
Which is the most memorable character that you personally have ever voiced?
That's a hard one. That's really hard. I get memorable. I think Yuri will end up being the most memorable one that I've played until I find something else. Until something else comes along. Just because Yuri crossed so many boundaries. Like, it crossed so many fandoms too. Like, this is the first and only show I've ever seen where anime fans that have never had interest in like sports or anything were going, hey, what's ice skating about? And vice versa, ice skating fans getting into anime as a result. And it also, because of just the type of character Yuri is, and because he's so relatable, and his story and his arc inspired people from so many different walks of life. I have people tell me Yuri inspired them to get back into their like a sport that they did, or inspired them to start doing their art again, or inspired them to come out to their parents, or to start living life the way that they felt that they should. And like I think just because of the sheer number of people that the show has reached and inspired, that would be the one that is my most memorable to date. That might be replaced later down the road. We'll see. I hope so. Hope the career keeps going. But that, and maybe the Dragon Ball character that I'm doing now, will be my most memorable. Then we had this guy here. Yes. Y'all have a question too? All right, cool. We'll get her and then you guys. And then, now everybody has a question. All right. I'll try to get through everybody as quickly as I can.
Have you ever drove an 8.6 or an 8.5?
No, I haven't, and I wish I could. Initial D fans? Any Initial D fans in here? One or two? Yeah, man. I would drive an 8.6.
What car do you have now?
Do what?
What car do you drive now?
What do I? A Chevrolet. What the hell do I drive? Malibu. A Malibu. What was that? Oh, God. You don't like Chevys? No? Oh, y'all have them? Apart from the Camaro. I get that. Yeah, I mean, well, my family is like, I grew up, I literally, if anyone has ever said, well, I think Texas is just nothing but people, cowboys wearing cowboy boots and cowboy hats and living on a ranch raising horses, I can't deny it because I lived it. Like, it's really not all that. It's mostly cities and metropolitan stuff, but I grew up on a ranch and raised horses. So like, and my dad's a traditional cowboy. So like, I can't deny it. But, we used Chevy. That was the only car we ever used. Like his pickup trucks and everything we always used was always Chevy. So I kind of continued that tradition. Always Chevrolet. And then we had this young lady here, and then we're gonna go to.
Well, what do you think of Lithuania's character and personality?
I loved Lithuania. Lithuania was a challenge because when we were going to do the dub, and obviously we were trying to do obviously very bad impressions of dialects and stuff, we had no idea what a Lithuanian dialect is supposed to sound like. And we looked up for like a week. We kept trying to research and figure out what the hell is this supposed to sound like, and we couldn't find anything solid. So I just said, you know what, I'll go kind of Russian, kind of European, and that's what we ended up with, and just kept his personality. It's just that very kind of, oh, hello, I'm Lithuania, just kind of doing my thing. Please don't put me in the closet, Russia, please. And it's funny too, because the voice of Russia for the dub is Jerry Jewell, who also voices Victor in Yuri on Ice. And they have that relationship too. So, and he's using literally the same voice that he did for Victor that he did for Russia, with just a slightly different personality. So, it's really funny that in both cases, we worked so close together on that. I love it. Small world. It's a weird industry. Yes, and Rumba.
A question and a little request.
A little request. Okay.
So I know you voiced Nittery from.
Yes.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, no, we're losing signal back here.
Do you like voicing him?
I love Nittery. To me, Nittery, he had a really fun arc. I love that he got to become the coach and stuff for the team later on. And apparently, I just found out that he grows up and like he apparently gets like super studly, manly or whatever. But I don't want that to happen. I like him being little and cute.
That is news to me.
Yeah, I just saw this like 2 days ago.
Oh.
Apparently, he grows up or something. Like I don't know if it's going to be animated or something, but like that's.
Are you excited for season 3?
Of Titan?
Of 3.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a 3rd season.
Yeah, there is.
What?
Yeah.
And then hell yeah, I'm excited. I get to be my little ducky again. Yay.
Okay, now for the request. Can
Okay.
you do a Monokuma voice?
Monokuma?
Yeah.
I'll try. I can do the laugh. I can do the Monokuma laugh. I just can't. I don't know about the lines or anything. And her with the orange wig. Yeah, the peach. Thank you. And then we'll get back up here. I want to make sure everybody that hasn't asked a question yet gets to ask them.
Has any of the characters you voiced inspired you to start something again? For me, European inspired me to start ice skating in
Uh-huh.
10 years.
Nice. Wow, that's really cool. After 10 years of not doing it? Wow. Yeah, that's awesome though. That's your art. It's Kenichi inspired me to study a little bit of martial arts for a time, and then I realized it really wasn't for me. And then let's see. Kuranosuke from Princess Jellyfish, while I was working on that show, I kind of inspired me to get more in touch with my feminism. And I actually, at the time, I had been thinking of I was kind of going through a gender identity crisis at the time that I was recording Princess Jellyfish. So playing Kuranosuke kind of gave me the opportunity to kind of live that other side, to live that life kind of through him. And it was a really cool experience. Yeah, that's about it. Being the Grand Priest inspired me to destroy a few universes, just erase them. Yes, Natsu. Oh, we got a question here. Yes.
Do you have any plans of coming back to the UK to do another con anytime soon?
Say that one more time.
Do you have any future plans of coming back to the UK anytime soon? For any
If
other
I
cons?
can, I'd love to. My wife she got her master's degree in Shakespeare and just Arthurian legend and just all sorts of folklore and everything. Like so, like the UK history and stories are her life. So like she's been over here once and she went to, I think she stayed in York for a little bit, but she hasn't been back and she was only here for like a few days. So I'd like to bring her back here just for a holiday, just come and actually see stuff because I didn't get to see any of London. I barely got to see any of Manchester. All I've really got to see is some of Sheffield and the drive, the countryside on the way here, which is freaking gorgeous. I love that it just kind of goes from little town in a valley to massive mountains and rolling hills and then giant trees. It's so cool. Actually reminds me a lot of where I live in Texas. Just a lot colder. It feels so good. Yes.
I've got a request for you to say 2 things.
2 things.
Me and my friend.
All right, cool.
They're both from the 9 Minutes Attack on Titan.
Okay.
One of them's when Armin's trying to talk the soldiers down, and instead of what you actually say, he just goes, "Don't shoot, dickheads."
Okay. Can I say that on the PG-13? All right, cool. And Armin's right. Okay. Don't shoot, dickheads!
And then my one is when they're watching the female Titan and Eren's Titan fight, and he stands there and goes, "Is it me or does this look like really forceful Titan sex?"
Really what?
Forceful Titan sex.
Fault?
Forceful.
Forceful Titan sex. Okay, forceful sex. is it just me, or does this look like really forceful Titan sex? Like, there you go.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
How you doing? So Yuri on Ice.
Yes.
Of course, there's going to be a movie we're patiently waiting for.
Yes. Just announce it.
Hopefully a season 2 one day.
Yeah.
How are you hoping for the story to develop?
I would love to see Yurio and Odebek actually be a thing. And I feel like, nice catch. I feel like Yurio, while he achieved what he wanted to technically as a skater, he was freaking ridiculous because, he pushed himself beyond his limits, had a perfect technical score, everything, and just earned that gold medal in every way. But he didn't feel it, and you can see it on his face, his expression of he still doesn't feel the love for it, the artistic side of it. It's all just sport, and he wants to feel that agape. So I feel like what I would really love to see is if they did a second season, I would love it to focus on pair skating, like they did at the end of the last episode. So we get to see Victor and Yuri during their pair skate, and then Odebek and Yurio will get to do a pair skate, and then seeing their relationship start. And JJ's just forever alone. Yeah. I don't know. JJ will end up with the Italian girl with the really creepy brother. I don't know. I'm just calling it. We'll see.
That would mean he would have to break up with his current fiance.
Oh, that's right. He does have a fiance. No, he does have a fiance, doesn't it? That's right. Oh, it's fake? Oh, it's a fake relationship, apparently.
Did you see The Madness?
I did not see Welcome to the Madness yet. I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen Yurio's dance, basically. And I love that Odebek's a DJ. That just... Other question.
If Yuri had a quirk, what do you think it would be?
If Yuri had a quirk?
Yeah. Throwing noodles for a pork cutlet bowl.
I know, right? Yeah, he would literally turn into a pork cutlet bowl. He can feed an army. Let's see, what would his quirk be? I think his quirk would be that he could imitate any skate routine that he sees.
That used to be on Heroes.
Or incorporate it. Do what?
Kind of like characters from Heroes.
Yeah, he could just imitate it. Perfect skate every time.
No, we use it as martial arts against people.
Yeah, I know. Actually, one of the best crossovers that I thought, someone was like, what do you think would happen if Tyrion and Yuri met? And I was like, bloodshed. Tyrion would take those skates and cut people's heads off with it. He would doing a triple toe loop into a decapitation, into a double Lutz. Perfect score. Yatta! It's all good. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I still want fan art of that. Yes. If Tokoyami took up ice skating, I don't think he would ever have to wear skates. I think Dark Shadow would just skate for him, and he'd just kind of fold his arms with his leg crossed and just sit on Dark Shadow while he just skates around for him. He's like, yes, very good, Dark Shadow. This skating thing is really easy. A lot easier than I thought. I do get dizzy though, whenever he does the little jump forwards. I don't know what that's about. Reveling in the dark. You know, when I first saw the trailer for Yuri, before Yuri ever came out, my first thought was, oh, it's free, they just froze the water. Wasn't too far off, but the Yuri ended up being a lot less queer-baity and was a lot more of an actual sports story. Yes, what? You know it!
So,
it was totally queer-bait.
What would happen if Yuri and Zen met?
Yuri and Zen met? Your girlfriend has really pretty hair. Thanks, so does your boyfriend. I know. There you go. So you skate on ice? Yeah, pretty much. And you do jumps and twists and turns? Is this like a combat thing? No, just for fun. All right. Right. He just rides horses and dresses fancy. Though a lot of Zen's outfits would be great for skating outfits, I think. That would be cool to see. All right, artists, get on to work with it. I want to see Zen and Shirayuki in pair skating outfits. Please, do it. Thank you. Any other questions? How much time do we have? Yes.
For Attack on Titan Season 3,
Uh-huh.
are you excited for it and to see Armin's character progress, especially towards the end of the season?
Yes. No spoilers, but yes, I know what's coming. Things are gonna get big. Like, it's gonna get really big. I can't wait. Armin has been one of those characters that I still pinch myself being like, I can't believe I got this character, because it almost never happens in this industry that not only do we get to audition for the shows that we want to, but we get to get a part of the show, but also get the part that you wanted specifically. It doesn't happen very often, so that already made Armin special to me. But then he also has, I think, in almost every season so far, except for season 2, he had that one really cool moment that we did get to see him progress a little bit, kind of toward the darker side of things. But he has every season had a really cool arc, and it's been a lot of fun to get to go on that journey with him twice now, really, and to get to feel it in a way, to actually be a part of that journey. I can't put it into words how cool it is. Really? After Death Note, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. That means a lot. I mean, it really, really means a lot. Thank you. Join the Scouts. We have cookies. Last question. All right. Just here. All right. Hi.
Hi. It was really nice for me watching Yuri on Ice to see a gay character who I related to, because I'm gay as well. Who was that sort of person in your life, that character, who was you represented when you were younger?
Probably Sakurai from MMO Junkie is the one that represents me the most. Just that kind of shy, awkward, hardcore gamer. Still in his in his 30s, but still isn't quite sure of life and everything else, but just doing his thing. So yeah, probably Sakurai for me. I'm so glad that Yuri is someone that you could relate to, and it's really cool. But yeah, Yuri, I feel like we need a lot more shows like Yuri. And again, people, sometimes people kind of turn an eye and be like, what is queer bait? And to me, it's like, okay, cool. If you want to enjoy shows like Free or anything like that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not positive representation. It's just, look, they might be gay. Ooh, what do you think of that? And it's just like, instead with Yuri, it was just, oh, they're a thing. Cool, back to skating. It was just, it was just portrayed so naturally, like any other relationship. And it's like, it's just, to me, it's so profound how something that so many people just don't think about stuff like that, but just something that some people just think is so insignificant can mean the world to an entire group of people. And we need more. We need so much more like Yuri, and I think the fact that it was so successful proves that. So here's hoping. And here's hoping for another season too. So guys, thank you so much for coming and chilling with me. I hope you had a great time and learned something or just had some laughs. I think I'm doing a photo shoot now from 2:30 to 3. And then after that, I'll just be at my table until everything's over. So if you had a question you wanted to ask and didn't get a chance or were too shy to, please feel free to come by. I'm happy to talk, answer any questions. Otherwise, have a great time, and please safe travels getting home. Oh, okay, yeah.